Okay, hey folks, this is like my first kind of proper serious special video. That's because obviously I hit 2k, which never mind. I'll probably put it on YouTube, but my YouTube is kind of it's not really a thing. Don't worry, I'll never go on it. It's just a kind of backup. But anyway, I thought I wanted to do like a special one of my most iconic fragrance, and the one obviously I talk about the most, and that is Joop Homme. Okay, so I know it gets a lot of hate and that, but for me it's very special. Anyway, Joop was a house that was founded in the 1980s, and it started off as like a fashion house making clothing and things like that. And it was founded by Wolfgang Joop himself and a partner. And sadly, in the early 2000s, this went under and was bought out by somebody else, thankfully. But Coty have also owned the fragrances for quite a while. And in my opinion, they haven't touched the formulas of the classics quite too much. Anyway, in 1989, Joop or Joop released Joop Homme, which at the time was something very, very different. Anyway, the perfumer of this is Michel Arimac, I think that's how you say it, and he's responsible for things such as Gucci Pour Homme, Gucci Rush. He's done some Bond Number 9s as well, so he's obviously a quite well-known perfumer and quite successful. Now, I was too little to remember when this one came out in 1989, obviously, and this was still back in that era when men were men and they had big moustaches and big mullets, and it was very masculine. Now, it isn't quite as pink as it used to be, although it's still pink, but when a pink fragrance came out, it blew their kind of tiny little minds back then. And during this period, people were still quite closed-minded and homophobic, and you had to be a real man and all that sort of nonsense. So for a pink juice to come out was quite a bold step, really. And it was very, very different to what was out there at the time. Your big beasts like Dior Fahrenheit, or more classic smelling things like Old Spice. But yeah, so the smell. Now, there obviously had been a few sweeter fragrances back then, but nothing quite on this scale, I think. Now, there we are. This is definitely a unisex, I'd say, metrosexual fragrance. There was nothing quite like it. So, yes. Now, with this fragrance, like everybody else, it is synthetic, yes. And you'd be pretty much a genius to pick out individual notes within it. But I'd say what you mostly get is a kind of cherry, raspberry, vanilla, orange blossom, heliotrope, maybe a touch of jasmine. But this is it. I know it's synthetic, and I know it's difficult to pick out individual things, but that's because it's very well blended. I don't get why they're not two things that seem to go together. It is a well blended fragrance, in my opinion anyway. Now, when this first came out, it was absolutely massive, and it did change fragrances. And I can't remember the vintage smell, obviously, but it was a beast, and I think that's what it's most well known for. It was nuclear. You could smell it for streets away. Even my first bottle, when I was probably about 15, 16, that my mum bought me, was massive. Now, obviously, it's toned down a bit now, but it's still strong. Now, I think this particular fragrance has definitely been a victim of its own success because it was so big, and because it still is big. People tend to hate on it a lot, And like I say, the main criticism is that it's quite synthetic. But to me personally, so what? And the reason I think it's iconic is because, like Fahrenheit, like fragrances like that been around a long, Kuros for example, been around a long time and are well recognisable. This has never been taken seriously. But without this, I'd like to say even, I know it's quite dramatic, but maybe it started the change of the way we viewed masculinity and what men should be. And kind of got rid of that toxicity a little bit. Men can smell nice, men can smell sweet, men can smell floral. And look what that's led to nowadays. We have things like 1 Million and Invictus. Even Aventus is quite a sweet, probably not considered back then something that would be traditionally masculine. So yes, so that's my iconic scent. And I know this is quite a long-winded, dull thing, but I just wanted to do something special for Joop, for a special occasion for me. Alright, thanks for listening. Sorry to bore you all to death. Bye.